Welcome again to DonaldWaugh.com. It's another wonderful afternoon here at NAMM 2019. Today we're at Sensel, and Mark's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, thanks, Donald. So you guys saw us, I think, a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, Summer NAMM. So a lot of development since then at Sensel, both just on our technology and also on the Morphe specifically, which you guys featured last time. So yeah, just a little bit about where Sensel has evolved in that time. So we really refined our pressure sensors, gotten them even more sensitive, more accurate, and we're working on applying that same pressure sensor technology to lots of other industries like mobile phones, trackpads, medical, automotive. And then on the Morphe side, we've really done a lot of updates to our firmware and software. So if you own a Morphe, the user experience has really improved. We've also developed a new overlay here in partnership with Waugh, who was started by Don Buchla, one of the pioneers and synthesizers in the 70s along with Moog. We worked really closely with them to design this new controller, which we have over here. It's called the Buchla Thunder overlay, and it's based on the Buchla Thunder, which was developed exactly 30 years ago. So what's great is that this is the type of controller that really breaks the mold as far as how you play an instrument. A piano is kind of this linear line that was made that way because of the limitations of the mechanics of a hammer having to go down. But here, we're actually able to have an ergonomic control surface that is pressure sensitive, it's form-fitting to your hand, and it just allows a lot of expression through your music, which is what we're trying to do at Sensel with the Morphe, is really allow you as a creative person, as a musician, as an artist or a video editor, or whatever creative task that you do, is to express yourself better, and kind of that conduit between your fingers and your thoughts and what you're trying to do and the actual computer that you're trying to control. That interface before, most people were using keyboard and mice to do most things, even for photo editing and video editing, but we're trying to bring that expression back through your hands. So here, what you can do is just slide your hands up and down. You can use pressure to control. So here we have the sound, and I'm pressing and adjusting the frequency. I'm sliding up and down. I can use both hands. I can use my thumbs down here to control the sound or to pan around the room. And again, this is a completely flexible surface, so any of these areas can be mapped to any functionality. So it's kind of this open book, and people who are familiar with the Buchla Thunder, the original Buchla Thunder, are really excited to see this. We've gotten a lot of good feedback. We even won the Best MIDI Controller at NAMM. So yeah, really exciting NAMM showing for us.
Man, this is quite impressive. And the Morphe can be used on any device, any computer, I'm guessing.
That's right, yeah. So it'll work with Mac, Windows, iOS, Linux. So what's great about it is, we're trying to develop a platform that's completely open for anyone to use. We have an open API, so you can plug it into to control your own software through something like Mac's MSP, which can let you take all of that rich pressure data that we provide and use it to control anything, to control lighting, to control pyro, to control a robot. You can also pin out to an Arduino and just create a really cool, easy, simple user interface that way that can control physical objects as well.
There's something interesting about what's going on here. There's no computer involved.
That's correct. Yeah, so in this case, we actually have the Morphe outputting through USB into this product here, which is called the Man-to-Mate, and then that sends control voltage back into this, which this is the easel. This is actually made by Buchla, and so now we can use all of these dials, which lets you control and do some amazing synthesis things. So this is an example of kind of sidestepping the software. But again, this also works. Here we have it set up with Bitwig, which is a MIDI polyphonic supported software, and that allows us to control software as well. So it can hook up to any DAW. The ones that support MPE are really nice. but really any DAW like Ableton, or there's a ton of other ones that we support, Arturia, basically anything that recognizes a MIDI input, which is any DAW at this point.
So yes, that's pretty fantastic. Now, where can people buy this product?
Yes, very good question. That's important. So the overlay and the Morphe are all available on our website. So we sell direct to our consumers worldwide. We have free shipping worldwide as well. And it's $59 for the overlay on its own, and it's $269 for the Morphe with the overlay. We're also doing a promotion through the end of February for NAMM. So if you just type in NAMM in the discount code, you get $50 off on the Morphe. Right now we're taking pre-orders on this, on the overlay, because this is actually just announced at NAMM. It'll be shipping in April. So yeah, get your pre-orders in now. We're only building a limited quantity of them initially. So if you're interested in it, don't wait if you want to get it in April. And then we'll be making more later in the year at some point in Q2. And that'll be available to anyone kind of real time, so you'll place an order and get it shipped to you in 2 to 3 days.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah.
And
By, Donald.
thank you so much for joining us on DonaldWaugh.com. So much more to come.